how bad is our current standing that we have held on, for 3 years?
It is, for me, it is very bad. And especially when we are at the moments where we are talking about lack of resources. So I was just listening to the DDEP conversation that you had before this, and the fact that we need to even manage the little resources that we have. And in account, we say something like, so you need to resource the SP, which the SP's own institutional framework has been designed to be able to even help us make money, if I can put it that bluntly. So help us to save money, help us to, so that when you look at I think the section 66 or so of the OSP Act, that actually says that when they recover stolen wealth, they are supposed to give a percentage in the consolidated fund. The SP's office takes about 30% or so. Attorney General's office takes about 10%. The 10% will go into whistleblowing persons or institutions that help in the recovery. So then if you have such an institution, you need to resource it to be able to really protect the IMF money that we are going for. Because even the COVID funds, if you have now resourced the SP office and you have actually put in place measures to prevent the country from happening, by now we should have so much that we cannot work with. But then, so for me, I think that if we are not able to put some measures in place, the situation will get.
So we got to a poor ranking. And since then, we have done practically nothing to improve the fight against corruption by a government that won power on the back of a campaign against corruption. The CDD's Afrobarometer 2019 found that corruption was being normalized in Ghana. It established that a majority of citizens found corruption to be somewhat or a lot worse. You had 6 in 10 people, that's 61% of Ghanaians, who were afraid to report corruption for fear of suffering reprisals or some retaliation of the sort. So this is where we are still. Corruption has been normalized 3 years.
Yeah, so corruption has been normalized, Samson. But as I said, so the effort that is being put in by institutions like the SP it's not reflecting on the CPI because corruption is still allowed to continue.